hungries.
We're dads.
This is the Dad vs. Dad podcast.
Where we bring in our problems. Where we bring in our mountains of issues and you vote whether they are not that big of an issue or a really big issue. How you going, Jeremy?
Did you like that one? Or
I'm not opposed to it. Just, it's not, you don't have to win every time, okay?
okay, we can keep that one in.
All right. We'll let people comment on that. They can say, geez, that was terrible, Kevin.
Yeah.
Really, Kevin, don't speak anymore.
Yeah.
Kevin's
You're off the show.
Kevin's a really good name to be angry at, though.
Yeah, it is.
I think we learnt that from Home Alone.
Yeah, and a boss we used to have
What's his
together.
name?
We shared a boss, and he loved being annoyed at you.
He did. He did. I got a voice message from him once, and I knew he was angry because of the amount of times he said "mate." Yeah, hi mate, it's me, mate. Mate, I just need to talk to you when you got a sec, mate. Just give me a call back when you're ready, mate.
Yeah.
Whoa, mate.
All right. Now, what we should do every episode before we start is check the votes. But let's check. Oh, okay. On Reddit, kids' parties and spiders are tied.
Oh.
Mysterious smells actually got downvoted on that, but they don't think it's a problem just having weird smells in your house. Same with Currawongs.
Did you put
Currawongs also got downvoted.
Did you put mysterious smells and where to find them, or just mysterious smells?
And where to find them.
Okay, good. Because I mean,
Yeah, no, I put the whole. I never skimp on.
no,
what
don't
you
skimp
say
on
it
the
is.
title. It's got to be what it is.
If you say what it is, it's going up there. Okay, so we're tied currently. We checked the Patreon,
Okay.
and spiders have it.
Spiders, good.
Spiders had one vote over kids' parties, but both of them were very high.
And it earned
Possibly our highest mountains yet. They might be our biggest mountains. We'll have to check. Which next week, maybe the week after, 1 week soon, we'll bring in our big list, see what like the top 10 is or something.
Yeah, I think that'll be like a New Year's type thing, or our biggest mountains, or our favourite mountains that we brought in. Anyway,
Yes.
So-
Anyway.
Either way, thanks for voting, and remember you can do that on Reddit and all the Patreons. You can vote as well.
Yep.
So you could actually vote on both if you're a patron, technically, because you get an additional vote.
You could vote. Well, everyone can because the patron vote is open to everyone.
Why did we do that?
Because it was our only place to vote first.
Let's close it off.
And now people without Reddit accounts who might already have Patreon accounts can vote on Patreon. Anyway, please don't vote twice.
I mean,
You can. Who cares? All power to you.
depends how angry you are.
If it's for me, vote twice. If it's Kevin, just pick one. Deal. Because Kevin feels strongly about voting for one.
I don't. I brought it in.
All
Okay.
right, well, you win with spiders. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Scary.
heaps.
He's scary. All of our fans are chickens.
I showed Rusty baby spiders today, like baby jumping spiders. So cute.
Yeah.
All right. So this week, imagine this bright sunny day.
Oh, you brought that in all kinds of wrong. Go on.
It's spring.
Yeah.
You wake up, but your eyes are still shut because they're crusted over.
Yeah.
You're sneezing, you're snotty, you go outside, and you basically fall apart because you have hay fever. My mountain is hay fever.
Hay fever, huh?
Yeah, it's been a wild few weeks. So, hay fever, every year I have to spend $30 on a medicine that barely works. You can tell me all about your Amazon. Did you bring me a ream?
No.
Okay. You can't even enjoy the flowers. So you walk outside, you're like, oh, look at these beautiful... And it feels like death. And you look weird all the time. I've been getting like rashes and like all sorts of horrible things.
Yeah.
I'm wearing glasses because my face is flaring up. I feel so uncomfy.
Oh, yeah, glasses, Kev.
Yeah, nerd. Yeah, just horrible. I'm snotty. I'm like, why every year throughout like 3 months of that whole year, you can't move.
Yeah.
I'm like dying. Hay fever's a mountain.
Now you're 30-ish years old.
Trying
You
to
should
be.
have by now figured out what antihistamines or what medication you can take to help fight it.
You know what though? I've only just started getting it within like the last 5 years?
Yeah.
5 or 6 years.
You know, it's a fun thing. So I used to get it really bad for a long time,
Yeah.
and then I stopped. Now I sometimes get mild symptoms some days if I'm like really out in the thick of it,
Yeah.
but otherwise I don't get it too much. But my ex, who never got it, started getting it as well.
Yeah, so weird.
Fun
There must be
trade-off.
like different things going around that's like, oh,
Yeah, well,
That's
there are different pollens, different flowers,
Yeah.
different whatever. But also, apparently, eating quite a bit of honey can help.
yeah, okay. I love honey. Actually, I used to. So I never used to get a lot of hay fever, but because I was doing a lot of like screaming for music,
Yeah,
I used to have a lot of like Manuka honey,
yeah.
and that would like obviously help.
Yeah. Apparently, locally sourced honey is best for it because it's
Yeah.
got all the pollens from around the area in it. And you're basically eating the pollens.
Oh, does it mess with you?
No, it's just eating honey. It's good for you.
Yeah, but like a little bit. It's like,
No,
hey.
no, it doesn't. You don't get hay fever because it's not going into your.
So, I mean, the honeys are basically the bees, not the honeys. The honeys. The bees have gone and collected all the things that are killing me, put it into a little medicine.
Yeah.
And they're like, here you go, bud.
Yeah. It's basically a vaccine for
I love bees.
pollens.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah, the
bees.
best.
They're coming in as the best thing.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll come back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hay fever sucks. Every year, I'm dealing with this same issue.
Yeah, just find the right medication. And because it's not always, there's more than one thing. Like you get the big 24-hour antihistamines and whatever. For some people, they'll work. For me, they mostly didn't. And
they're
there
not.
are other ones that like more, like a Zyrtec.
Are they good?
Yeah, they're more of a symptom fighting one, I think. So they are really quite good. I think you
Okay.
remember the ads were quite fun.
They were.
They went
Quality
like a
ad.
Zyrtec, I believe is how the ad went.
They had a wink.
Also,
Yeah.
how good would it be to have a Zyrtec sponsor?
I need one.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to only have one a day.
It depends on the, like Zyrtec, I think is like a 3 time a day thing.
See, this one that I bought the other day, $30 for a packet, and I take one in the morning and I'm still like dying by midday.
Yeah. And how
What
many
is going
did you
on?
get?
Hey?
How many is in a box?
70.
There we go.
Why? What?
Well, that's your season.
Well, you'd think so. Season and some,
Yeah.
but
Well, maybe less than a season.
it's just not working for me. I don't know. I feel like I need to go and spend another $30 on something that's going to
Yeah,
directly hit. Maybe I should eat a bee.
Try other things because it is different pollens, different affects people differently and that kind of thing. So yeah, eat a bee, eat a bunch of honey.
Do you think if I let a bunch of bees sting me, that would give me, like, you know how Spider-Man gets bitten by a radioactive spider?
Yeah.
What if a bee...
If you get a whole bunch of bees to sting you, you'll get unending guilt because you just killed like a whole tribe of bees. So they do die when they sting you. Not always.
You
but
imagine the
almost
commitment
always.
you have to put in.
Yeah, you got to
be-
really hate someone to.
You have to have, like, you got to see red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, this. I'm saving the hive with this.
Also,
Oh, they're like the Mad Max guys. And witness me, and they're shining up their teeth and kill themselves.
oh, yeah, the spray paint and
Yeah,
whatnot,
bees
yeah.
are basically them.
Yeah, and... But how good was Bee Movie?
Pretty good.
Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah, it was him. Pretty fun movie.
Yeah, give me
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, picture this. Bright sunny day.
Oh, that was better.
Yeah. Driving down the road along somewhere. Driving anywhere. There's another driving problem. It isn't really. And you picture the world's tiniest, most pointless protest. The protesting bumper sticker. So on the back of a car this morning,
Yeah.
no war in Ukraine. Like, who's that for? What do you get that little sticker for? You think like Putin's
a
going to
war?
drive behind you and go, oh, I guess I can.
It's like the Facebook post. You know,
Yeah,
change your
it's-
profile picture to change the yellow and blue, like, thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these people, they'll do it.
Yeah. And like, what do you like? The world is aware that things are going on there, and you see a lot of bumper stickers like that, like just protesting something
You know what?
pointless.
I think something like that over here in this place, it does seem a little like, okay, we are mostly a leftist country.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of us are leftists, and or just there's
We don't.
you know, it's something that we just obviously we don't know enough. We're not there, but
Yeah.
also it does suck for Ukraine.
Yeah. We're very not a leftist country.
I'm not like heaps leftist, but I just, you know. Anyway,
Yeah.
there's the ones that I have seen that I did support was like, it was, you know, Mr. Burns when he does that thing and he, yes. It was that on top of a gay flag,
Yeah.
the rainbow flag. I was like, yeah, okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I support that because there's gays everywhere.
Yeah.
Whereas
yeah.
Ukraine isn't here, and there's not Ukraines everywhere.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah,
that-
yeah. I'm talking about mostly the really pointless protests that don't have anything to do with anything around you. You're not raising awareness for something that's like happening in your city. You're raising awareness for something that's happening on the other side of the planet. And your little bumper sticker that doesn't tell anyone anything about anything. You're not helping anyone. No one's seeing that and thinking, I really need to get this person's opinion on this Ukraine war. Like, what's...
What,
Why? Who is it? Like, what is it even there
what's
for?
the awareness?
Yeah, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
okay.
There's so no point. It's not changing anything. Like, it's not. I don't understand why
also
people
not
do
really-
these things. Is it more like a this is the kind of person I am. I'm against wars.
Maybe, I guess.
Good on you.
Do you really think it's that big of a mountain, though?
Yeah, it's huge.
Like someone just puts a sticker on their car, and that's like, whoa.
Yeah, because it makes people really mad, and that causes road rage,
I wasn't.
which is another mountain.
I'd probably be like, good for you. That's. I mean, yeah, I agree. Don't do that.
No.
The
kidding.
no vaccine written all over every car. I was a bit like, all right. But you know what was really fun with that?
Right.
The ones who were spelling stuff wrong.
Yeah.
Like, all right, buddy.
Yeah,
No education.
VAKSEEN. Yeah.
Vaccine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are a problem.
They're not, though.
And they're affecting the resale of their cars because it's got, you know, paint might fade around it and then so you've got this permanently etched onto the car.
So you're worried about the future sale of their car.
That's a problem. And
Spurs them out. Like this
it
is
could be giving people the wrong idea.
you are running out of mountains to
No.
bring in,
No,
and
no.
you're running out of car problems.
No.
You're
This is
not
the
angry
problem.
enough on the road anymore. You've gone zen.
I've gone zen. But these bumper stickers. Oh,
I want one that says something like, "My child goes to X school."
yeah.
But I also don't want that because I don't want anyone to know.
I want one that says ban Kevin's child from X school. I'm protesting it. Get him out of there. All right.
Free
that was
hat.
my mountain.
It was a dumb one.
No, it's
No, it was
pretty
really
good.
dumb.
No.
Bit dumb.
Nope.
You feel silly.
No,
I can
I
see it. You immediately, like, the second I was like, it's not a problem.
It
You
is
were
a
like,
huge problem.
you're right. Your demeanor just dropped.
Well, I can't. Yeah, no, it's a mountain. I think that it will get lots of votes. All right, what's
All
your
right.
mountain?
So, my next mountain, picture this. It's bedtime. Fun. you finished doing all your bed routine stuff. You
Yeah.
hop into bed. All of a sudden, like almost everyone ever, you have pre-sleep regrets. Where you lay there until 3 a.m. thinking about all of the things that you could have said differently or done differently.
Yeah.
So, as a kid, you go to bed and you're like, oh, he said that thing and I should have said. No, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that episode of Seinfeld where George is like, where'd you get your shirt? The jerk store?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that moment. You sit there and you build this whole hype of like, oh, I could have said that. It doesn't do anything. But as an adult, it's no longer like, oh, I would have hit that kid. I should have hit that kid. Or like talking to a girl, you're like, you should have just said this.
Yeah.
You know, now as an adult, it's like, should have paid that bill. Should have. Maybe I should have filled up the car last night instead of have to get up early to go and do it in the morning.
I remember that when I was like 10. And now I just take care of things and do things properly. I don't regret stuff.
You
Zero regrets.
you really don't have that much going on.
No.
Oh, you're so lucky. Maybe
I've got
I'll
plenty
just
going on, but I deal with it. I pay my bills.
Actually,
I fill up my car.
I paid off 2 debts this week.
Yeah.
Cleared them.
Good feeling.
Yeah, the best. I'm so stoked. So we are on a debt snowball.
No
anyway,
more bedtime regrets.
well, they're not.
Yeah.
Only the other ones.
Yeah, no, I don't do that anymore. I do remember as a kid, like, think, oh man, this thing, I wish I said this thing, this kid kicked me up all night.
But then you, like, do you ever think about the stuff that maybe you sent to someone when MySpace was around? I had one of those moments where I was like, man, I want to write to this person because I really, like, admire them. And their name was also Kevin. There was the guitarist of a band called I Killed the Prom Queen. So I wrote a Facebook message. I sat on it for a while, writing it out. And then finally I pushed send. And it was like, hey, Kevin, my name's also Kevin. That's how it began. And I'm like, look.
That's cool though. You got to own that.
That was a pre-sleep regret that's come up recently.
No, you just kind of have to spin everything you do poorly into a positive light and just be like confident in your decisions. If you do something real stupid, just like, yeah.
Like bumper stickers, hey?
Yeah, those are stupid. I'd stay up all night if I had one of them on the back of my car. Maximum regret. But yeah, no, just think of everything, because things are done. You can't undo them.
Of course.
They're done.
No, and
Just
that's...
think of them as like a... I don't know. Well, I won't do that again. Because you're staying up all night
No, of
thinking, how
course.
can I undo this? How can I travel back in time to make this not happen?
No one's thinking,
Just be
how
proud of
can I
it.
travel back in time?
Everyone's
But
thinking
there are
that
cringe
at all
moments.
times. Oh,
Yeah, have you ever had cringe moments where you're like, Jesus Christ, why? Why did I do this? That's those moments. That's the pre-sleep regret. Why?
yeah, no, I don't do that anymore.
Okay, you are a autist.
Very
for sure.
confident in the things that I do. I turn the bad things into a good thing.
You are very optimistic. You know what? I'm pretty optimistic. I do have a very good insight to my world. I
I think
appreciate
you're a
things.
negatrino. That's why you stay up
A
all night being
negat-
negative.
You know what? We built a show called Mountain or Molehill where I have to bring in things that I'm supposed to be cynical on.
I know.
And
That's why you have to bring in things like bumper stickers, because like the world's great.
They do. Trying to bring us down.
Yeah, you have to bring in actual mountains.
One mountain at a time.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, it's just one of those things. You go to bed and you're like, oh, my mind.
It's one of those things. Your mind.
My mind.
Your mind.
Kevin's mind.
Yeah, only Kevin. That only happens to you. Probably. I mean,
If
as
you
an
relate
adult,
to this
you're the
at
only
all.
adult. I mean, I don't know. Maybe not everyone's as smart as I am.
Yeah, you're a whiz kid.
Maybe no one is.
Maybe. You might be the smartest.
Could be.
Smartest man alive. Enjoy. All right, give me a mountain. Shut up.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. My mountain today is last minute bailers.
Not an issue.
Now, it's a huge issue. And I'm saying people who do it frequently, it's a problem. Okay? The one-off is fine. Now, me and you both recently experienced a crushing last-minute bail. It wasn't crushing. I was okay with it. I was like, because it was immediately backed up with we're not doing this thing this weekend, but next weekend we can do a thing.
But
And
I
that's
mean,
fine.
I was bummed because it's been a long time.
Yep. Anyway,
I'll let you finish.
because that's got nothing to do with the mountain. But this is like, because you've probably had a few friends in your time or people you've known who you try and organize things with, you try and get some music off the ground with them or just want to hang out with them from time to time. And then like leading up to the day, maybe the day of, and you get a message, oh, I can't make it, my toe broke. I'm like, okay, like that's fine the first time. And then like the next week, try and organize the thing, oh, my thumb broke. Okay. Then next week, okay, you ready? Your thumb and toe's good? Yeah, it's good. I'm ready. I'm keen to go. I'm really excited about this new project we're working on. Oh, my car broke down.
Yeah.
And like, there's definitely like,
So
it
is
could
it
definitely be things that are happening.
Is it last minute bailers or is it unreliable people?
Now, we're going to call them last minute bailers because unreliable people is a different mountain and way bigger and broader. And
It's
there's a
too
huge
vast.
problem with
Okay,
them.
yep.
This is just the last minute bailers.
We'll do a segment.
Yeah.
We'll do a special unreliable people. What do you hate about them?
We could do themed episodes.
We kind of do. We did Halloween.
Speaking of themed,
Themed.
there's a new South out.
Okay. We might watch.
Pretty good.
Well, look.
Okay,
I want to. So, I used to play in that band Star Rats. So, we had our last show. We decided it's not doing anything. We kept losing drummers.
Yeah.
And after, like, they were hard songs to play anyway. So, after the second drummer and trying to, like, pass music across to another person to sit there and train them up and then learn this thing and do this, whatever. It's just not happening. No one's enjoying this.
If you had a drum machine.
Well, we could have, but honestly, it wasn't worth the time. So after that, we were like, okay, last show. We'll play one more show. We'll just call it a day. We're done.
Yeah.
Got to the venue. I get a call from the guitarist, who's with the other guitarist, and the drummer saying, "Don't have an amp." Like, what are you doing? I've been at work all day. I come home, I feed the kids, I pack myself, I get ready to go. All you have to do, you don't work. You don't do anything. Find an amp. All day you've had. I don't know. I couldn't, like, I got to a point where I'm calling other people saying, hey man, do you have an amp? We're meant to be on in half an hour. And I'm just, no one. Couldn't get anything from anyone to do anything. And then finally we did get someone who said yes.
Yeah.
And the guitarist was like, look, I just don't want to do it now. Like, I don't want to break that amp. Like,
Yeah. So he was absolutely a last minute bailer. And that was absolutely just an excuse. He probably even had an amp. That was just like, oh, this is a convenient excuse I can come up with. Like,
yeah.
'cause
That was the worst experience I've had because I had to go to the promoter and say, hey, we're meant to play in half an hour. Can't play. All the best. Made me look like an idiot.
Yeah.
The guy looks at me like a dick. I'm asking him, hey, dude, do you have any amps? Do you have this? Do you have that? Do you like nothing? And then I'm just, nothing happens. So anyway, last gig, didn't get that like final 2 years grind on this band.
That really
Finish.
sucks. Bloody last minute bailers. They're the worst. And they always do have excuses that are, sometimes they're like almost fixable. So they're like really hard to solve problem. But it's like, oh, I can't come because of this issue. That like,
oh, sweet. No,
like-
I'll pick you up. I'm just a bit bummed about it now.
I'm really depressed about my broken down car now. I don't think I can come and do
Honestly.
the thing. It's the worst.
I feel like we in Canberra do We are those sorts of people.
Yeah.
Canberrans are very homebodies.
Yeah.
They do seclude themselves a lot, and when it's like an opportunity to go and do something, it's just
Yeah.
yeah. Everyone.
Funny. We had a work Christmas party thing, and the night before,
Yeah.
one of the guys messaged the group, "Oh, I can't make it tonight." Because whatever, he had the excuse for the night. I laughed so hard because I knew that was his fake get out of the thing, and he did it on the wrong night, so he couldn't possibly get out of it the next night. Like, oh, you wasted your bail.
So he had to come.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
good.
he did. He ended up coming. It's like
So good.
yeah.
Well, sometimes if you get the wrong night, it's like, oh, damn. So awkward.
You
So
can't bail again.
Just rock up. You know what? I'm at a point where I'm not relying on a lot of people. I
Yeah.
just want to go and do things, and if they're not showing up, they don't show up. I'll
Yeah.
just do it. Like we're starting to go out every week. We're doing Wednesday nights, and then on the weekends we'll either go to a park or whatever. It's us, and we're inviting people in. If they don't come, it's whatever.
Yeah. And just for the record, our lame preamble at the start about how it's okay when some people last minute bail because Mum bailed on us.
Yeah.
And it was fine. It's fine. There's nothing
It's,
wrong with
no, of course.
We just thought, that's fine. And Mum's our only listener, so.
Sorry,
this
everyone
isn't-
else who listens. You don't really listen because Jeremy said so.
We don't have a problem with this thing. It's fine.
Last minute bail.
It was a last minute
Well,
bail,
no,
but
'cause-
she's not a frequent last minute bailer.
It was meant to be this afternoon. So, and she let us know first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Last minute bailers are
No,
like
I would say day of his last
day
minute.
of. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, there was an ultimatum, and it was an option to. Well, I can't really do this, but we can do next weekend. Would you like to do that?
Yeah.
With probably more fun,
And-
exciting activities, and Vera's going to be there, which is way better. So,
Yeah, it will be a better time for it.
way better.
Yes, that and that. Oh yeah, a lot of last minute bailers will make another plan.
And then bail on that plan.
No, we can do the thing next week. That's when I'm good for my plan. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they are the worst. And I do think that a lot of them genuinely want to do the thing until the day comes and like, nah, I don't want it anymore.
It's either I don't want to, or it's they have a lot of issues. I think a lot of people with a lot of issues are the people that generally don't show up. We're very unorganized people here.
Yeah.
We're quite dysfunctional.
Yeah. Kids can make things difficult as well.
Yeah, but
make-
like for me, I don't know. It must have been like an eye-opening moment for me because I was like, these kids they're going to grow up thinking that they don't want to go and enjoy things.
Yeah.
Like they're going to stay inside. They're going to just play their games. They're just like, that's boring.
Yeah.
You got to give them an opportunity to enjoy life and a reason to go out.
Yep.
So
Yeah. I used to be a big last minute bailer as well.
yeah, I always have been.
Huge.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was the worst at it. I'm really good at just, don't do the thing. I just kind of commit to it.
Yep.
I'm like, I know this is a shitty thing and I have to do it. I'm going to go out there.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a shitty time.
But you
No,
generally-
usually have a good time.
You
It's
generally
never
have
a shit
great
time.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've bailed on work Christmas parties before, and I always feel like shit afterwards. Like
And they're always so good. when
they're
you
always
do
great.
go.
Like
Yeah.
you finally get to see the people you work with every day and have a good like a social conversation, not
Yeah.
like a in work social conversation, like an
Or
actual
like a
hey.
really drunk, slurred conversation.
Never.
You can't remember. And then you get kicked out.
No, because I don't drink at work Christmas parties anymore. They're not
You get
even a
blind
beer.
at work Christmas parties. You have to.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, I have one, and then I want more, so
I
I just
have-
don't.
Way too many. I usually pre-drink and then go to the Christmas party.
But everyone here has seen, like everyone who's watched this pod, just my mountain one day will be Jeremy drinking. It's got to be intervention time.
No,
We'll
I'm
do
not
an
ready.
online intervention.
No, that won't happen. We're gonna need one. Yeah, like all these people come from behind the.
The amount of times that I've been messaged like, Jesus, that up with your dad was a hard slog.
Yeah.
Mind you, it was an hour and a half episode.
Yeah. And the
Only 'cause-
audio was also awful. It
And you
wasn't
slurred
just
for an hour.
like the audio was almost unlistenable.
Like almost a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
That was... Pour another. I sat there editing for like 8 hours. Oh,
Yeah. This is way easier to edit now.
so much.
Yeah.
So much for me. I had to give it to you.
Yeah.
We're done.
Now I do it because I'm the best at it. Takes maybe an hour.
Pretty good. And you get to watch the ep early. Yeah?
I used to listen to it early. Oh yeah, I don't watch it anymore. I'll listen. I
Don't
don't do
you?
anything there.
I sometimes
I'm a
watch.
little behind.
I watch it. I think it's I watched last week's but I'm also not touching it, so I go back and I listen.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that was
See
a
what
good
I
bit.
cut or what I left in. Yeah. And then I do have to watch it again when I go to make the shorts.
And that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, some inside baseball for you all. All right. I think that's all we have for today.
Yeah, I don't have anything else, but
Yeah.
if you want to vote on whose mountain is actually a mountain, or if you want to actually downvote and call it a molehill, you can do so on Reddit at r/mountain or molehill,
Yep.
or vote up only on Patreon. So if you just enjoy the mountains,
Which is patreon.com/dad-versus-dad.
yes, you can do so. We just appreciate the support always.
Yep.
Thank you for watching.
And so, just to recap, my
Bye,
mountains were...
Hungries. Yeah, okay.
My mountains were tiny pointless protest bumper stickers and last-minute bailers.
Mine was hay fever. You know, just thinking about it, my moustache hairs are going up my nose. I feel like that might be the tickle.
My eyes have been doing a bit of hay fevering.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm tearing up.
Yeah.
Mine was hay fever and pre-sleep regret.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, don't you roll your eyes.
Okay.
Don't do that.
5-year-olds. All right. Bye, Hungries.
We're dads.